It's time to talk about paid advertising. And I want to kick things off with this question that might surprise you, which is paid advertising necessary? And the answer might surprise you as well, because it is in fact no. And I say that because with the free traffic techniques that you now understand, you can definitely build a highly profitable business. The business that really has the potential to bring you a full-time income. But having said that, paid advertising really is the only way to 10x your business. And by the way, I don't mean exactly 10x. I'm just trying to point out that in order to bring a huge increase in traffic to your store and therefore really explode your sales, paid advertising is the only option. Now, before we go any further, I want to make something really clear. And that is, please do not start paid advertising unless you have money to invest from existing sales in your store and you truly understand who is your ideal customer. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, please go back to the lecture entitled Free Traffic Method 2 Part 3, where in the second part of that lecture, I talk about the importance of understanding your ideal customer and how you go about identifying them. So why am I stating this so clearly? Well, it's because paid advertising is not easy. I mean, you might have seen somebody on YouTube claiming that paid advertising is super easy. And guess what? In order to understand it, all you've got to do is buy their $2,000 course. But I'm here to tell you from personal experience, it is not. And so therefore, it's absolutely key before you even start that you have some financial means and you truly understand who you're trying to target. So if that's you, if you can honestly say to yourself, yes, I am now in that position, then let me take you through these few lectures to show you how paid advertising works. And just to be clear here, what I'm going to do is present this on a very high level. And that's because paid advertising is a massive subject. So if I were to do a section on, say, advertising on Facebook, not to mention all the other possible sales channels, it would undoubtedly be many hours long. But more importantly than that, and knowing how quickly their interfaces change, I can guarantee that by the time I'd finished those recordings, their software would have been updated and my lectures would no longer be relevant. And that's no use to you or to me. And so instead of that, we're going to do this in a far more intelligent way. Because as I said, I'm going to firstly present this at a high level so that you really understand the sales channels and how they integrate with Shopify. And then after that, I'll direct you to some fantastic resources that are always completely up to date, thereby giving you the best possible start. So the first thing you need to understand about paid advertising is that it all happens via sales channels. And as you know by now, a sales channel is any platform where you sell your products, either online or offline, that connects directly to your Shopify store. And of course, up to this point, basically we've got one sales channel, which is the online store, because of course that's a platform where we're selling our products. But now what we want to do is to start introducing additional sales channels such as Facebook or Instagram. In other words, other platforms where we're going to be selling our products and bringing those customers directly to our store. Now, there are plenty of sales channels, and so therefore our challenge is to not only pick the best ones, but in addition, we want to make sure that there are apps available that allow us to easily integrate that sales channel into our store. And we'll want to do that for two reasons. First of all, if it's easy to integrate, it's going to make our lives an awful lot easier. And then secondly, with the integration complete, we can see directly in the marketing section of our admin system exactly how each of those sales channels is performing. And so to identify the best sales channels that also have supporting apps, I'd like you to go over to the Shopify App Store, and more specifically this page, which you can see is apps.shopify.com/collections/works with Shopify marketing, where you're then going to see a list of all the potential apps. And while there are quite a few here, they're not all relevant, particularly those related to email marketing, because of course we've already put that in place. So let me eliminate those apps. And then we can eliminate the more specialist apps, so AdScale, AdRoll, and LoudHippo. And that leaves us with the apps with the sales channels that we want to consider. And those are, as you can see, TikTok, Facebook and Instagram, Google and YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, and the Microsoft channel. And then as the next step, you'll want to make sure that those apps are compatible. with your business. And that's going to depend on where your business is based. So you can see for me, for example, the TikTok and the Microsoft channel are not compatible. So I wouldn't be able to use those. But in any case, let's just imagine that I can for the moment. Because the next thing you want to appreciate, because these are ultimately all very different businesses, they can appeal to very different demographics. And therefore, when also considering your niche, you'll want to try and start with the best option. Now, to be honest, it's not that clear cut, but nevertheless, and to get us off to a great start, you can head over to ChatGPT and type in something like this, where I've put compare Shopify sales channels apps, and then I've listed all of those remaining apps. And then after that, I've put indicate target audience, which is best for targeting customers in the pet niche, present as a table. And so when I send that off, you can see straight away what I'm talking about. Because TikTok particularly appeals to the Gen Z and the millennials, Facebook and Instagram, Google and YouTube, they all have a very broad reach. Snapchat is very much focused on teens and young adults. Pinterest attracts a lot of women, and the Microsoft channel tends to have an older demographic. And then you can see it's given me a really simple star rating based on suitability. And it would therefore appear to suggest that Facebook and Instagram could be the best place to start. Because as you can see, it says best overall targeting options, strong for lifestyle branding, retargeting helps with abandoned carts, and then finally, ideal for pet owners. Now, of course, this is just a high-level indication, and you don't want to take it exactly at face value, but at least it's a great start. And that's important because you'll want to start by picking one sales channel app. And probably in the long term, you'll only ever need 2, possibly a maximum of 3. And once you've made your selection, so in my example, it could be Facebook and Instagram, you'll want to go back to that previous page and then select the app to go to the landing page, where of course you would then go ahead and install the app itself. Now the installation process for all of these is pretty straightforward, where all you're really required to do is to set up a free account. And then once you've done that, and because it properly integrates with Shopify, when you go back to admin and over to your marketing section, the app that you have installed is going to show up here under the top marketing channels. And when you run the ads themselves, and I'll talk about those resources in a couple of lectures' time, all of the results are going to be presented neatly here. And to illustrate that, let's just focus on the Shopify sales channel that's showing here, which is effectively our online store, where you can see that there have been 18 sessions, so effectively 18 visitors, that have resulted in one order and a revenue of £14.95. And that gives me a conversion rate of 5.56%. And so now let's imagine underneath that it says Facebook and Instagram, where I'll also be able to see the number of visitors that generated, the number of orders, the amount of revenue, and the resulting conversion rate. And in addition to that, and I draw your attention to the far right-hand side, we also have further metrics such as the ROAS, which if I hover over this, you can see is the return on ad spend. So in other words, how much money did you make from your advertising costs? Then we have the CPA, which is the cost per acquisition. And that's going to tell us how much money we had to spend in order to acquire a customer. And then finally, the CTR, the click-through rate. And that's going to show us how many times our ads were clicked on in order to arrive on our site. And that, over time, as I'm sure you can appreciate, is going to allow us to make really informed decisions about the performance of our marketing channel. So as a simple example, if we were spending a lot of money on advertising and it was generating some sales, but not even enough to cover our costs, I would see that here. That might prompt me to revisit my Facebook and Instagram app and perhaps reconsider my marketing or maybe even change my ads. But either way, and the real takeaway here from this lecture, is that once you've chosen your preferred channel, it's all going to be very well presented here directly within your Shopify admin, allowing you to make informed decisions. Now, of course, in the last lecture, I introduced you to the marketing sales channels, which I hope has given you an appreciation, at least at a very high level, as to how these marketing sales channels work. But we can go one step further by running specific campaigns within the marketing channel itself. And just to introduce you to this, if I go over to campaigns and then click on create campaign, Over on the far right hand side where it's prompting me for a campaign name, let's imagine that I was running a campaign called Summer Sale. And now let's also imagine that I'm going to create some ads on Facebook and Instagram that are going to advertise my summer sale. So you can imagine I might have ads saying things like summer sale, 25% off. And so with all that in mind, what I would do is firstly save this, and then I would come down here to where you see this shareable links. And if I click into this, it gives me a couple of URLs. And so in order to link those summer sale ads with my summer sale campaign, I would include one of these links within the ads themselves. And that way, every time somebody clicks on the ad, comes to my store and makes a purchase, all of that information is going to be recorded here. And I'll be able to immediately see the effectiveness of my campaign. And so if we just take a step back, within the last couple of lectures, and really in just a few minutes, I hope that firstly you have an appreciation for the sales marketing channels and how to select the best one for you according to your niche. And then having done that, everything that happens on those sales channels, including any campaigns that you might be running, are all going to be fantastically presented here directly within Shopify itself. And so now the missing part in the equation is how do I actually run the ads themselves? And so to show you that, and as I said a couple of lectures ago, I'm now going to provide you with a list of fantastic resources. Resources that all come from trusted sources so that you can make the best possible start. And of course, you'll find all that information in the next lecture.